And we are on the campus of Ford College, and it's time for Henry Ford College basketball. My name is Jeff Lowe, along with Eric Pate, and kicking everything off and tipping everything off is the women of Henry Ford. And Eric, how are you today? And tell us about these ladies.
Hey, Kirtland Community College out of Grayling, Michigan, 0-8, 0-3 in the conference. They are a team that's just trying to get a W, just as Henry Ford College, coming off a disappointing, frustrating loss against OCC on Saturday. Time for redemption for the Hawks.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Kirtland College is a college that's been out of commission, I should say, for the last few years, just getting back in the league and just starting back their program. And I think they're down for almost 7 years with no program, and they're just starting it back up. And they're coached by Tom Ritter and Don Fritz, the assistant coach.
Well, I mean, that is good to see them back in the league. If you're Henry Ford, you don't want to lose to them. You don't want to make history the wrong way.
Henry Ford in the gray, and the Kirtland College Community College is in the dark uniforms. And Henry Ford can't get on the board yet, still on the offensive end, and haven't put one up yet. And finally, they get that one to go. That's Standiford with 3 points.
Standiford can get off to a good start like that, shooting the basketball. That would go a long way in helping Henry Ford gain the confidence. I mean, they have not had great starts. If they get a great start here today, it could be curtains for Kirtland.
Oh, yeah. The starters for the Firebirds from Kirtland College is Delaney, Terry, Lofquist, Johnson, and Peel.
And I have to be careful. It's Kirtland
College.
And I always have a tendency to want to say Kirtland. It's, to me, a French hit the free throw jump shot. I talked to her after the game the other day, and she wanted that basketball on Saturday, that's for sure.
Quickly down the other way, and Kirtland gets on the board. 5-2 your score early right here in the first quarter of play. Travel is the call. Your officials for this afternoon's contest: Tia Stanley, William Pugh, and Lauren Rotowski.
Yeah, I think Kaya Wilson, who had a nice two-way game on Saturday, except for that minus that final possession, she's got to get back. She's got to offensively, hey, listen, take your time. Never had control of the ball on the last attempt. Don't be wild and out of control. Be calm and under control.
Standiford looking for some room, crossover, and nice going to the basket hard and out of bounds. And that ball will go over to the Firebirds.
Love the fact that Henry Ford's pressuring, but they got to get back.
Lofquist lost the grip on the ball and turns it over to the Hawks. French back out up top. He's swinging around. Outside, Talley. Actually, that's Wilson looking for some room. Now French with the jump shot. Missed everything, and that's out of bounds and over to the Firebirds.
Can't afford to squander possessions if you are Henry Ford. You're not in a good position to do that.
Firebirds are content with taking the ball straight to the basket. That one's stolen away and up and no good.
Faith Plummer, tallest player on the court today, should have a field day under the glass, off the rim, getting rebounds.
Last home game, Faith Plummer scored 32 points.
Kirtland has no one taller than 5'10", and Kennedy Johnson, their starting center, if you want to call her that, 5'10". That's a 4-inch disadvantage. height disadvantage.
Height disadvantage.
To
Okay.
Faith Plummer, and this should be. I mean, regarding the glass, there's no reason why Henry Ford shouldn't lead them in rebounds today. Mental error right there.
That's
Mia French reaches out, didn't have to touch it.
Yeah, that was an air ball by Danica Delaney. She missed everything.
This is the time I'm normally taking the after-work nap. And here I am broadcasting this game. Happy to be with you, Jeff. It's a good opportunity for the Hawks to, get situated and get a dub.
Right, get another one in the win column. And let's see, whistles blow, and it's going to be a timeout for Kirtland. That's Kirtland, not
Kirtland.
Kirtland.
And I wonder where they get the name from. But, it's interesting you bring them up. They're getting back into the conference, Jeff. The men come up a little later on, as we see a few of those players filing in for the Hawks. It's newer programs, good opportunities for younger coaches. Let's see how they handle this situation, because, you can't help but look at the numbers and say, we might be able to get a win on the road. Great opportunity. So, and Kirtland's come out. They're playing tough. They're trying to go to the basket, and get some easy shots. But Henry Ford's got to be no way, Jose.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the ladies right now, I'm not having it.
And when I look at the roster for Kirtland, I see that Danica Delaney, he's from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes.
And another young lady, Terry, or Mike, she's from Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. She comes a long way to go to community college.
Well, I mean, that's the web of JUCO basketball. Hey, have a player will travel.
Oh, yeah. Nice drive,
move.
Strong drive to the basket by Wilson.
And that's what she's got to do now. Get back, be the last line of defense on this pressure. Don't get in foul trouble.
Hawks drop into the zone defense, 2-1-2. Another air ball by the Firebirds. Tammy French with a jump shot. Shot clock was running out. She had to put that one up. Three-point attempt. That one rolls in and out. Plummer there loses the rebound out of bounds and over to the Firebirds.
Henry Ford's got to just stick to the basics. Secure the rebound, run your stuff, and be rugged defensively. Make it hard for Kirtland to get a shot off.
Boyce has checked in for the Firebirds. Three-point shot is nothing but iron right there.
And I see that Lofquist is the girl that's going to take a lot of her shots. She's got to get a little lift on her three-point shooting, or it's going to front rim all day.
French grabs the rebound. Wilson will bring it back out and reset it. Looking for some room to drive. 5 seconds on the shot clock. The countdown, and that's one thing we can't do. Let that offense get too deep into the shot clock there.
Yeah, Henry Ford's got to maximize these possessions. Right now, hey, they should really be up by more, but it is what it is. You got to make shots.
French with the rebound, 92 your score. Delaney applying some full court pressure. They got to get it over the timeline. Oh, they were taking their time. Adderford inside, and on the board is Faith Plummer.
Well, that's good. They're walking, though. I mean, I want to see some energy from the girls. And seems like there's an issue.
I think it might be a technical foul, and it is. One of the players entered the game, and I believe that
six girls on the floor.
Yes, I believe that was Al Shamir.
Yeah.
She came on the floor.
Right, and sometimes I know she's from Yemen. You know, I understand that she's eager to get in there and play. It says she's from 35 High School, which is probably in Yemen.
Okay.
And maybe in Yemen. They do what they do in Europe and, you know, change on the go.
Oh.
But, and I haven't seen that in a while. Maybe they changed that rule. But you got to calm down and know where you are. No, this is college basketball. JUCO, no matter how you slice it, it is college basketball. Now you may come in.
Okay, the horn sounds and substitutions now into the game.
And it's a good opportunity for Al-Nud Al-Shamiri and number 0, Ziana Talley, who came in last Saturday. And as soon as she touched it, Jeff, she was looking to be instant offense.
She was wanting to be the microwave.
Well, Henry Ford's off to a great start. 9-point lead. You know, Kirtland is struggling.
Now Kirkland's in a zone defense. Henry Ford trying to look inside. Wilson stepped on the sideline. Turns it over. Another substitution in the game, number 34. That's Maggie Rosebrough.
See cities like Roscommon, Houghton Lake, Reed City, Standish, Fort Worth, Tempe. Wow.
Satterford couldn't get that one to go. Wilson with the rebound, surrounded by Firebirds. But she grabs it and brings it up top and resets the offense behind the back.
I like the way she brought it out. I love the way that Wilson brought it out, but Al Shamiri in a rush. Seems like when you get in the game, you want us to get in the books. Take your time. It's going to come to you. Trust me when I tell you.
11-2 your score. Jumper, no good. Satterford wants to run. Satterford pulls it back out inside to Plummer. Short turnaround, no good. Shamiri got a hand on it and tipped it out of bounds off of one of the Firebird players.
I'm watching Al Shamiri right now, and there's Talley who, you know, I want to see what the reserves are going to do here in just fitting in the lineup and getting some quality minutes and quality moments.
Wow, there
one.
It is.
There's one.
Yeah.
Talley.
3-pointer from Talley. Stanford with the steal.
Hey, that's how you make an impact off the bench.
Immediately. An immediate impact.
And this is the game to do it, Jeff. Let's not kid ourselves. One of the coaches is talking to Talley about hey, you're not here. You're not with us. Pay attention.
14-2 your score, minute and 42. If you're just joining us in the first quarter, it's college basketball right here from Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan. Henry Ford, future driven. Hey, if you ever get an opportunity while the season still exists, we're well into league play right now. Come on out and check out the boys and the girls here over at Henry Ford College.
Jeff, you can't call them boys and girls.
Men
They're
and
men
the
and
women.
women. They are
and the
college.
men.
They
I
are
apologize.
college students. I
Yes.
don't want to get any. Trust me when I tell you, I don't want anything in our inboxes. You know how it goes. I mean, this is one of those games where everybody should be ready to play. Everybody's going to get enough shots. There's no reason to rush. You're up 12. Continue to play like you know how, and good things will happen.
Yeah, everybody's going to get an opportunity to get some minutes in this game. 14-2 your score. 1 minute and 42 seconds here in the first quarter remaining. Kirtland in a zone defense. Let's see how they work it. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and that one's good. Satterford.
Hey, keep it going. Now, if they're going to run a zone, you know what to do. Get in your 1-3-1, match up well. I think a 2-1-2 where Al-Shamiri was in the middle. They're going 2-1-2 down here with Al-Shamiri guarding the post. That's what they're doing offensively. Match it up well.
And that defense forces a turnover. And Tammy French checks back into the game for Henry Ford. She'll take the ball out. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter.
2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, and a field goal to a safety right now.
Plummer, Satterford on the wing. Cross-court pass, and there she is again. She missed that one. 2 Firebirds on the floor for the ball, and that was knocked out by Satterford.
There won't be many fouls called unless they're obvious tonight. Kirtland, you want to say poor Kirtland, but this is college basketball. And just as you say that, they good-looking fast break.
Yes. And a good-looking layup.
Lofquist. Young lady is out of Reed City, which traditionally has a good program.
Skip pass over to Satterford, inside. Now to Plummer. Plummer needs to work on getting some lift and getting off the floor. Plummer fighting for the rebound, and that's going to do it for the first quarter play. Your score here in the first quarter, 17-4 in favor of the Hawks. You're watching Henry Ford College Hawk basketball. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Henry Ford College, and second quarter just about to start. And Eric, what are you thinking about that first quarter play right there for the Hawks?
Well, I think Henry Ford, started off fast, had a little lull, and at the end of the quarter executed well. Conversely, Kirtland started off cold, had a nice fast break layup at the end. I just think defensively they're going to have a problem because of the size disadvantage that they face. Their best chance to get back in this is to run their stuff and get some stops.
The Hawks have moved into a matchup defense, one-on-one. Let's see how they do it on the offensive end. They're trying to get some other people involved. I see that right here, as that pass was intended for Murray, but outside shot, a three-pointer is good.
And you just can't let that happen if you're Henry Ford.
Once again from outside, oh. She likes that three-point line. Tally does.
Tally's got to relax.
Good ball movement for the Firebirds. Inside-out game. Three-pointer is good. That's Boyce with three.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jeff. They are not going to be put to bed early. I mean, they came right in here in this quarter, and they found some offense. Now it's up to Henry Ford to, hey, work the shot clock, get a good shot.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to go inside. Outside shot, short. And I can see right now that the Hawks are just trying to get everyone involved in this game. Nice block that time by Tally. Getting back on D. That one's up off the glass, no good. Firebirds rebounded. And that's going to be a foul on the play. Number 33, and that's Raquel DeBril. Lewis checks back into the game for the Hawks, and Wilson. French with a turnaround is good.
Needed that basket. Henry Ford needed that one.
19-10 your score. Looking for some help, a pick. Outside shot again, drawing a little iron there. No good on the three. French wants to run. Wilson. Nice move, counter bucket.
Now, this is the kind of game where she can do that, yeah? I mean, and quite frankly, she should do that every game. Under control, nice move to the basket. Who's going to stop her?
No one.
I don't think there's a girl in their squad that can check her one-on-one.
Not on this squad, no. Goes to the line, makes the three-pointer the old-fashioned way. 22-10 your score.
Good hustle by Wilson again. Two-way player. That's what you want from her. On this team, she should be that girl. She really should.
I totally agree with you. Terry checks in for the Firebirds.
Sometimes the motor is just idle. You know, talking about Kaya Wilson. So, girl with the ball right now at the top of the key. Sometimes it's just idle. We want it revving and running hot.
Lewis from outside. And French, who grabbed the rebound. She grabbed it, brought it down low. Allowed some Firebirds to battle her for the ball. But it was forced out of bounds. Well, it was forced out of bounds by the Firebirds, and the Hawks will retain possession. Looking for Lewis, now back out up top to Wilson. Outside shot, no good.
It was a good-looking shot, but, you know, don't just settle for the three. with this team. Go inside.
Up top to Plummer. Back to Plummer in the inside. No. French with the rebound, and she's fouled. Fouled by Boyce. French will go to the line shooting 2.
Put her in a scoring position, and I'll say this, in talking to her Saturday, she was more frustrated than anyone, but was very honest with me. Did you want that ball in the second half? She looked at me, absolutely. Kind of smacked her lips. What do you think? And that's what I like about her. She'll go with the flow. She knows her game. She knows the spots on the floor that she can score. And you just have to make sure she touches the basketball. Point blank, period.
Outside shot off the mark. Plummer with the block. Up the floor quickly to Wilson. Wilson with the layup, and off the glass is good. Kyle Wilson, leading scorer in this game.
And this is their biggest lead of the game, too, at 16.
Plummer got a hand on it. Firebirds with an outside shot, and that one's going to go off of one of the Firebird players. Pardon me, off one of the Hawks. The Firebirds will take it out. 26-10 your score. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Another substitution in the game for the Firebirds. That's Lalisha Mike, number 3. Tried to go back outside, and French committing a foul.
Do you realize Henry Ford has not committed it? Well, wait a minute. First team foul. Their first team foul.
First
That's
team
pretty
foul.
good.
Yeah.
Almost 15 minutes into the game. 14 and a half.
Mike from outside, no good. French got a hand on it. Nice look inside right there. And watch out. As Mike, who grabbed the rebound, was about to put that one back up. She's fouled and will go to the line, shooting 2, I believe. Oh no, she'll take that. They'll take it out underneath.
I thought she got like she was in the act of shooting.
I thought so also.
And we're the home broadcasters.
We're supposed to think that way, right? That one went off the head.
We're the home broadcasters. We're being fair.
That's right.
We're being fair. Like she got fouled in the act of shooting.
Turnaround jumper. Count the bucket. Nice turnaround.
Kennedy Johnson says she's had enough of this.
Yes.
I've had about enough of this. Right inside. Nice looking basket.
Yeah, Johnson will go to the line and get one shot to complete the 3-point play. Let's see if she can do it. And she does.
Maybe we'll get Coach Shepard up here. Talk a little bit about the men's game.
26-13 your score. Trying to go inside. Wilson battling. She goes behind the back through the ledge. Skip pass over to French. And French travel. Now the Hawks picking up full court. And the Firebirds having just a bit of a problem handling the press.
But see, that justifies the thought that there's no reason to foul if you're Henry Ford. No reason at all. They're having problems as it is. Getting the ball up the floor. So why would you reach and just give them a bailout? Got to think the game too, ladies.
And you're right about that. They actually bailed him out of that one. Delaney at the top of the key for the Firebirds. It was just skip pass. Mike with the shot, no good. And Lewis with the rebound. Wilson looking to take it one-on-one. Short jumper from the free throw extension. Firebirds come down with the rebound. Nice drive that time. Ooh, as Johnson just put it on the floor and stepped right through and stepped right into a layup.
Well, 5-0 run by Kirtland. Make it a 5-2 run. But at least Kirtland is showing some fight. I'm concerned because in the second quarter, Henry Ford is kind of sputtered along, stammering along.
Wilson, a little out of control there on that layup. That's blocked by French. French looking to run. Ice off the glass, that was Tally. A 30-second timeout called by the Firebirds. They did a good job in the second quarter by just creeping back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, they were down 17-4. Right now they're losing the quarter. Talking about Kirtland.
Kirtland,
I mean, 13-11 Henry Ford. Henry Ford's winning the quarter, but it's a little bit more even. And so if you're Kirtland, you're encouraged. You feel like, hey, we can score on these folks. Let's continue to play hard and get some easy baskets. If you're Henry Ford, you're telling the young ladies, hey, pick it up. Let's execute better. Let's continue to try to get good shots.
Let's control the pace.
Yeah, let's control the. That's a good point. It's gotten away from them a little bit, which has allowed Kirtland, the Firebirds, to stay in it. But defensively, let's pick up the intensity. If we're going to trap and we're going to press, let's get something off of it. And if we're going to sit back in this zone, let's close out on the threes and give them one shot. That's it.
Notice that Kirtland is just being patient. That time it got stolen away. Wilson running, layup, no good.
You could see when she shot that, she was going to leave it short.
And that's going to be a jump ball. And possession will be with the Hawks.
Yeah, and if I may, I would just love for someone to just get the basketball, elbows up, ball over your head. You go down low, chances are you're going to give it up.
Stanford, that one bounced off the rim and looking to tie up the rebounder, and Wilson committing the foul on that particular play.
Called an offensive foul there, right?
Yes. Erica Terry at the line, shooting two.
Thought she'd get the members bounce. But that's only for the members.
Only for members.
Members only. Hawks.
Makes her second. Wilson had her head down, every intention in going to the basket. Johnson at the top. Looking for Johnson again. It's good.
She's found a home right there inside the free throw line. Threw the ball away. And there's your two best players. Got to stay mentally in it. And these two will work together all year long.
Three-point shot. That one's in and out.
Man, she'd have hit that one, man. Woo.
Yeah. Satterford wants to run. The Hawks bring it back out for a reset. Into the middle. French turnaround jumper. Good look at it, but no good. And that's going to be off of one of the Firebirds. Oh, no, it's going to be off of one of the Hawks.
Forward, yeah.
Minute 19, and the Hawks are off one of the Firebirds. Satterford being doubled in the low paint, kicks it back out top. Wilson, nice little crossover by Wilson. Jumper missed everything right there as Tally. Firebirds just being patient right here. Loses the ball. Good defense by the Hawks, and Wilson nowhere to go right there.
Oh, my goodness. That's what we mean about being under control. She was out of control, hence the result that she got. And at the end of the half, Henry Ford picked up 5 quick fouls. It was once upon a time, it was 0 about 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Lewis couldn't get that one to go. She just checked into the game. Firebirds, left-hand shot.
Traveled.
Oh, she traveled. That was Lofquist in the open floor there. Let's see if the Hawks can get into a half-court set and just be patient and execute some offense in the half court right here. French driving to the basket, off the glass, no good. That's what I would like to see the Hawks do right here. Get into a half court set. If you can run, get out and run. If not, let's bring it out, execute the half court, and get a bucket out of it. Blocked by Plummer.
And that's a great rim protecting job there by Faith Plummer. You're right. I mean, end of the half, honestly, you win the quarter by 1. You're up 14. You're up 13 at the end of the first. Not bad. They're on pace for just under 70 points. Henry Ford is, which is not bad. But the biggest thing is you want the W.
Right.
You don't want to fall asleep in the third and fourth quarter. So, hey, good job by the ladies, and let's see if they can kind of make some adjustments at halftime that help.
All right, it's halftime. Your halftime score, 32-18 in favor of the Hawks. We'll be right back after this.
Move your head, coach. Come on up.
Your halftime score, 32-18. I'm Jeff Lowe, along with Eric Pate here, bringing you Henry Ford College basketball from Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan. And right now, I have the coach of the men's team, Coach Chris Shepard, to talk about the upcoming game against Kirtland Community College. And Coach, tell us about this team you're about to face.
So they're new to the conference this year. They're not on our side of the division. We scheduled them later. We had a kid that was ineligible first semester that we wanted to get some extra work in, get some grade, or when he got his grades together, and we had a couple games canceled. So we scheduled this one to make sure that we were getting enough reps and all those things, and they're not bad. Their record is deceiving because they've just added a whole bunch of kids to their roster. They're going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And tell us about your team and how you guys have been doing up to this point.
I think the last couple games we haven't played our best, but we're fourth in the country right now, which is a blessing. But at the same time, we got some stuff we got to clean up. We've been on. We didn't shoot it well last Wednesday. Got out of Macomb with a win. We didn't shoot it really well, but we played decent on Saturday. We took their best punch, and we finally hit our stride a little bit, start making our shots the way we normally do in the second half. We were able to pull away a little bit. We scored 110, and I didn't think we played very well offensively, and we still scored 110.
Yeah, 110 points. I mean, hey, that was not a bad outing, but your opposing team scored 92 also.
They actually 95. You're short. Yeah, you shortened them 3. We got to play better. We do. We have a bullseye on our chest. We need to start realizing that everybody that comes in here wants to play us, wants to knock us off. We got to take that a little bit more to heart and do a better job with that. We're extremely talented, and we can play with anybody in the country, literally anybody in the country. But we have to do a better job of answering the bell early and getting off to better starts. Or one of these times we're going to get caught by a team that really shouldn't beat us. And so that's what we've been talking about of late. And hopefully we come prepared today, because these guys can get us if we're not engaged and not ready to go.
Let's talk about some of your key players right now, who you lean on to really pick you up going down the stretch here.
You watch, you know the deal. Dewan Seals and DQ Cole.
Yes,
I mean that's
Aquarian Cole.
Those are the two best players in the league, and it's not close. Then Caleb Bates did a nice job for us on Saturday. He had 18. Tyler Mack has been steady for us all year. Didn't statistically have a great game the last 2, but he's been tremendous for us. He's had a monster sophomore year. Curtis Jackson's our glue. I mean, he's probably our most valuable player, to be honest, because he's our point guard. He gets guys shots. He moves the ball. He does everything that we need from X's and O's standpoints. He gets those guys shots. So. Marcus Gibbs, had a good game on Saturday. We're hoping he can continue to build off that. He's been a little banged up, but and Ron Hill, we need to get him going a little bit. And he's playing fine overall, but statistically, we need him to get a little bit higher point range.
Okay, all right, Coach. Thank you for joining us in the halftime of the women's game here. Your halftime score is 32-18 in favor of the Henry Ford women. We'll be right back with more basketball from Henry Ford College after this.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Henry Ford College, Memorial Coliseum, and women's basketball here. And the women of Henry Ford in the lead right now, 32-18. And Eric Pate, tell us about that first half.
It was pretty impressive. If you're Henry Ford, 6 of the 8 young ladies that played scored. And it's been balanced. And ironically, you get 9 points from one of your starters, Kia Wilson, but Ziana Talley came off the bench and hit a couple threes and a free throw for 7 points. That's good. The rebounding situation, as we expected, the Hawks nearly doubled Kirtland, 27-14 in rebounds.
Well, we're all set to start this second half of play. Kirtland with the ball. Yeah, at the top of the key, and Henry Ford in that zone defense. And this has been giving Kirtland some problems. And there's a foul as Henry Ford picks up a foul right up from the rip.
Delaney with a nice drive to the basket.
Yes.
That's a young lady out of Byron Nelson High School, of all places, in Fort Worth, Texas. How did they find her? There's always some interesting stories in JUCO ball. Where did they find her?
Right.
How did they find her?
How did either they found
Her.
Kirtland or
She
Kirtland
found
found yeah, however it goes. It's
Kirtland
found her.
She
She
found
found
Kirtland.
Kirtland.
What happened? That's what inquiring minds want to know.
She made both free throws, though, so that wasn't bad for her.
And they got to make a move if this is going to be competitive down the stretch. I think it's got to happen in the third quarter for Kirtland.
32-18 your score.
Don't need to reach. I just don't understand why folks reach.
Terry with the foul. And Hawks will take it out on the side. And it looks like Kirtland wants to take a 30-second timeout.
So let's see if Henry Ford is going to, they're extending their pressure. Their zone, they're extending it out. And the Kirtland coach is on the court explaining to the young ladies what he wants. He's demonstrating. So, and that's it's Don Fritz. Don Fritz is down there. And I think what they do is they have folks who are on the coaching staff that do double duty. But I stand corrected. Now Finney is the first-year head coach for Kirtland, and Coach Fritz does a lot of the coaching, but he's listed as an assistant.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and that's the same thing on the opposing bench also with Henry Ford. The assistants are doing most of the coaching.
And it's just such an unwritten rule in high major basketball where you don't see that kind of thing. The head coach got to earn his money. Here, there are no egos.
Right. Foul on the play. Henry Ford will take it out underneath their basket. Satterford looking inside. This is where you have to execute your offense right here. Inside to French, which you turn around, no good. Kirtland comes away with the rebound and wants to get it over the timeline very quickly. Inside to Johnson, back outside, and the jumper's up and no good, and French comes down with the rebound, and it's tied up for a jump ball, and the possession will go the way of Henry Ford. Satterford in the paint, it's good.
And she's smarting there. She like she got slapped. It's like chicken grease. going inside that lane, but that was a good, tough move. Forced a turnover on the pressure. Jennifer saying, man, my forearm still hurts. We can feel that up here. Don't worry about it, Shantae. We felt it up here.
Yeah, we heard it up here.
I mean, no, we felt it. I said it the way it was supposed to be said. I felt that hit. Man, you know how that feels if you've ever gone to the hole.
Satterford inside, looking inside.
It's got to be a better pass. Reset it. The coach just said it. Reset it.
Whoa.
Little crossover dribble.
Yeah.
Kaya Wilson was ready.
Might have got away with a push there.
Yeah, Kaya was ready to put on the show.
Yeah.
And coach is probably telling him, hey, take your time. We don't need all that one-on-one. And he's right.
Be patient. Let's execute the offense. Inside to Plummer. Plummer with a little turnaround. Didn't get any lift on that turnaround right there. And got the shot tipped by Johnson. Trying to go inside. Wilson. He wants to run every time she touches it. And a timeout is the call. Wilson was tied up, and it was a 30-second timeout. (34-20) here in the third quarter. Stick around because the men are coming up next. You are watching Henry Ford College Basketball right here on the Henry Ford Streaming Network. My name is Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. Bring you all this great basketball action, junior college basketball.
And I know Coach Shepard was saying, hey, we got to watch out for the next game and got to be careful and this, that, and the other. I'm looking forward to a lot of showtime in the second game from the Hawks. So let's see what happens with these young men.
Right now, the ladies are trying to put together some showtime. Faith Plummer with the bucket. And a trap. And a tie-up, and possession will go over to the Firebirds of Kirtland Community College.
Well, Henry Ford's a little bit more aggressive defensively. You'd like to see that.
Long pass out to Johnson. Good job by Lewis in defending that long pass. Johnson at the top with the ball. Players on the floor. That's
But 21 can't give up. I mean, after she was had the ball nearly stripped away. I tell you, man, I'm seeing some stuff sometimes in college, junior college, and college basketball, for that matter, that I've never seen before. I mean,
hey,
just a lot of emotion. I mean, like unwarranted emotion. Had to stay with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder how much basketball the young ladies and the young men out here that are playing on this collegiate level play for some of the antics you see.
Outside shot, no good. French comes away with the loose ball. I know one thing, that playing on this level, you never know who might be watching.
Oh, without question.
And that's the thing I always tell young folks. You never know. Especially You know, when I was coaching baseball, I would tell kids, I say, you never know who's watching. A scout might be in a tree somewhere. Might be just standing around in a tree. You don't know. That's why when you come out here, you gotta come out here and put out your best effort.
Oh, without question, Jeff, and I'm always concerned that that's the part that young folks don't get these days. Everybody thinks they're a Division I player, and what they don't understand is college is getting older, the NBA is getting younger, and where do you fit in?
Mm-hmm.
If you're at JUCO playing JUCO basketball, you got a ways to go.
Nice move that time as Wilson with the drive. You are absolutely right. And the opportunity to play basketball throughout the world is greater for men and women. Stafford.
Nice
Cross-court pass, yes.
A couple games ago, Wilson wouldn't have done that. She'd have tried to take a one-on-one. She's learned her teammates. Nice ball player out of Oak Park.
So you could take a young lady like Wilson, and I'm just throwing this out. Young lady with some decent ball handling skills, develop her into a young lady with some great ball handling skills. She has the speed, she has the knowledge. She could become a pretty good ball player on the next level. Nice layup by Wilson.
Well, you want to see her play hard.
Yes.
And the other day she had her best two-way game that we've seen, minus that last possession where she dribbled the air out the ball. She's going to be a one on the next level because of her size.
Right.
I wonder if she shoots it well enough to be a two. But when she wants to play, she'll play hard, and good things will happen.
And what we're discussing is what college coaches will discuss when they evaluate these young ladies. You know, and you're right. She plays hard. She has a lot of energy.
When she wants to.
Right. Definitely. She definitely wants to play hard. But you look at the other intangibles that she might have with the ball handling skills, with the defensive skills. You can't find people, young ladies or young ball players these days that really want to ball hawk on defense. They really want to grind on defense. Those kind of players are sometimes hard to find.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say it again about the young lady that we started the conversation with, Kaya Wilson. She plays hard when she wants to, and you can't do that.
Right.
If you're
you
going to
do
play
it all the time.
you're going to be on this level, it's got to be 24/7, 365, every day of the week and twice on Sundays. I mean, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what gets you paid. That's what gets you the scholarship money in this case. And so I love when I see Kaya Wilson, getting it done, but I want to see more of it.
Right.
And see it all the time and more consistently.
And you said it right. That's what gets you paid, because that NIL is for real.
Yeah, and they're so far away from that right
now.
Jeff.
So far away,
but
far away.
It's about the ability and what you do with where you're at.
Right.
That'll get you noticed.
42-20 your score, 4:02 here in the third quarter if you're just joining us. Outside shot by Kirtland is no good. Henry Ford walks it up.
Jeff, I like the fact that Henry Ford, of course, they have their biggest lead of the game, and I want to see how hard they play to keep the lead.
French, short jumper, mid-range, look good. Tammy French. 8 points unofficially.
That's her spot. That's her spot. I like what I'm seeing out of Ziana Talley. Ziana Talley is really giving them some good minutes today, and she's earning those by playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Faith Plummer gets an opportunity to sit, cool her heels, catch her breath, and smallish lineup, and because they're scrappy enough where they get their share of rebounds.
Satterford gets inside. Tally. Short jumper, no good, off the mark.
College girls taking the ball, or college women, young women, taking the ball down. When you get a rebound on this level,
keep
or
it up.
Any level, you keep it up above your head, and you keep those elbows pointed out. That way, hey, no one's gonna, impede on your space. You have to make sure that you secure the basketball once you rebound.
That's a good tidbit right there.
And I'm not a big man by no stretch of the imagination, but I'm fundamentally sound. You got to have good fundamentals on every level, any level of college basketball.
Tally misses her first, makes her second. French, short jumper, a little too hard off the glass. Satterford with the loose ball, brings it back out. Wilson, little Euro step there. Firebirds. Oh, a nice block that time by Wilson.
Yeah, you can't reach around like that. She kind of is grinning about it and understands it a little bit, but you got to keep your head in the game at all times. Nice defensive play, but then you come back around and make the silly play. But hey, good effort.
Plummer checks back into the game for the Hawks. At the line, making her first free throw. Is Rosenbar. Maggie. Doesn't get the bounce on that one. Plummer grabs the rebound and kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson looking to push it, but again, just a little too fast. Gets back on defense though. Up quickly to Satterford and off the glass.
I like the way she took it right at the defender, initiated some contact, and still scored.
Again, good defense by Wilson.
Look at Tally. I mean, she's showing her ability to play good defense. I'm talking about right in the lady's chest.
Outside shot, ringing around the rim, and the rebound by Plummer.
I mean, I like the pieces that Henry Ford has. This'll make what? 2 consecutive games where they played well. We didn't see McComb, but even the game before that, they played pretty well. So these are all good signs. This is how you build it. Want to keep 8 girls, though. I want to see these same 8 girls finish the year. And I see another player on the bench now. I don't know if she's eligible or whatnot, but they need to finish the year with those young ladies, sign some of these young ladies that are going to be out there, and I mean, really stay involved in the whole process.
Plummer with the rebound and putback. 49-21 your score. Plummer with the rebound, up quickly to Wilson. Wilson with the easy layup, it's good.
30-point lead. They're on pace for 70, easy.
Johnson with the jumper is no good. That one's saved on the sideline there. Wilson looking to cross it over, go behind her back. She has decent ball handling skills.
Trying to get Al Shamari in the scorebook there. She'll get it before the end of the night.
At the buzzer, and the shot is no good, and the score 51-21 your score. You're watching Henry Ford basketball, future driven. We'll be right back after this. Final 10 minutes about to start right here, 51-21 the score. Henry Ford in command right now. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate, bringing you all the action right here of Henry Ford basketball. Make sure you stick tight, because coming up next will be the men of Henry Ford and Kirtland Community College.
Well, if you're Henry Ford right now, you're in control. No silly fouls, no injuries. You want to get out of here unscathed. And you most certainly want to do and work on some of your sets, work on your fundamentals. Just keep it clean, play clean.
Stolen away by French. That was up quickly to Wilson. And Wilson will get it over the timeline. Looking to take it to the basket. Wilson, count the bucket.
She dragged that foot. I thought he was going to call the travel, but he called the foul. That's a good move, good aggressive move. But they called it on the floor.
Oh.
Called that on the floor.
So did they count the bucket?
Did not count the basket.
Oh, he wiped it off. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then there was a travel. But she dragged that back foot. Dragged. This ain't Tommy toe tapping football. She dragged that foot. And this is not the NBA where you can take 3 steps.
Right. Trying to go inside, and that time.
Look inside by Wilson.
Yeah. And over the back is Kennedy Johnson committing the foul. Wilson again, going inside. French. I'd have to do a little more in the low post area. Outside shot is good. The three-pointer by Mike is very good. 51-24 your score.
That was out of control and off balance. Plummer was there to clean it up, but couldn't. Angles. It's about angles, knowing where you're on the floor. And sometimes Wilson can, just sometimes it can just cause a little bit, few problems there. just make it as easy, as simple as possible.
Johnson with the turnaround in the low box area, and Plummer picking up the foul there.
Yeah, Jeff, I just think that this will be a good boost should Henry Ford hang on with a 26-point lead. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But the positives are everyone that's coming to this game has contributed one way or the other with some hustle, some defense, and some execution.
Well, that's a good thing that everyone had the opportunity to get some minutes here. And the timeout called by Henry Ford, that's going to be a full timeout.
Now let's see if they draw up a play and they execute it out of a timeout.
And this is where you really have to work on those little fine, small things. Like you said, executing it out of the timeout. Let's execute it.
Suppose you're in a tough game later on. That's a time that you're going to need to use the stuff you've used and execute it successfully in the Kirtland game.
Right.
This is game speed, but it's not against the toughest competition in the conference. Let's be clear. Toughest competition that you're going to see. So that's not bad. So let's see if Henry Ford comes out and runs the play that was drawn up on the side.
Wide open lane to the basket for Satterford. You didn't have to execute anything there. That was just wide open.
Well, that happens sometimes, but you got to convert the layup.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're up 2 or 26.
Yeah, you do have to finish it off.
Hit the square. Right. Hit the square. Real simple.
Satterford again with a Euro step. French from outside, no good.
Now they're just throwing up shots. Don't get too comfortable with it.
Looks like that's going to be a travel. Let's see or a timeout. What
no,
was
that
the call?
that was 10 seconds.
Oh,
and they're taking the ball out on the side right in front of their bench.
Gotcha. They forced to 10 seconds. Good defense by Henry Ford the last time. Skip pass. Plummer. Plummer only 6 points. She's not having the success that she did last game. Wilson with a tip to herself. Wilson in the open floor. Is looking for some help there. And the ball is tied up and possession will be retained by Henry Ford.
Now, Jeff, just check out the body language right now. Check out the body language. Come on, man. you still have to share the ball. You still have to do the things that are necessary to keep everybody involved. If you notice, Tamia French was at half court, walking slow, and watching the Kaya Wilson show. And what I mean by that is Kaya has controlled the play the last few offensive trips, her and Standifer, and it's one-on-one. It's not running things and getting baskets in the flow. You got to do that. Keep everybody involved so that, hey, your body language is better, the attitude is good, and everybody has that energy that they had early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's called consistency. That's why you work on these things. And that's why the coaches, hey, they're calling timeouts because they want to see this. They know how vitally important it is.
Satterford, short jumper, missed everything on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sanford run the team. Run the team. She's their best ball handler. She's their main point guard option. Now check out French down here, and let's see how she plays defense.
Okay.
See if anybody gets into the stance, and, hey, they're ready to pressure the Thunderbirds.
Because they're in the zone.
I said the Thunderbirds, the Firebirds.
Firebirds.
I knew it was the bird.
Two kind of birds going right here against each other. Plummer comes away with the rebound.
Thunderbirds, Firebirds, Jailbirds. You know. Gotta really, come on, pick it up. Pick it up, Henry Ford. You're getting a little complacent and sloppy.
5:58 and counting here in the fourth quarter. And the pace of this game is really slowed down. Satterford looking to drive, gets it up and off the glass, count the bucket.
There you go. We'll take it. They're still not running any sets, but if you can score off the dribble like that, that's good. Now they're just kind of playing out the string. Up 29, and it's good for Henry Ford's confidence because, make no mistake about it, they're gonna run into some issues with some better teams in the conference.
Ten on the shot clock for the Firebirds. It's off a shot in the corner, no good. Wilson kicks it back out. Good look at the basket. Good job with the rebound right there. French spots up, knocks it down.
Nice shot. And she's good at that mid-range stuff. Gotta love it.
That one's in and out.
Took them a while to count that basket. Now the lead is 31. Sanford crossed it over and lost it.
It's going to be the Firebirds' ball after the tie-up right there.
Plummer holding steady here on the tie-up.
Count to three. Great shot right there by number 34, Roseblond. Maggie with no hesitation there. Henry Ford will keep possession. 3:58 on the clock here in the fourth. Stick around. The men are coming up next right here on the Henry Ford streaming network. against Kirtland men. Four seconds on the shot clock. 2, 1, and the shot clock has expired.
Come on. Got to be a point guard. Got to see the clocks. Got to see what time it is on the shot clock. That falls on Standiford. You can't fall asleep. Stay involved.
Nice jumper by Johnson. Offensive foul is the call.
Standiford, she's gotten a little sloppy with her play. And this last 324, I would tell her, hey, listen, either you run our stuff, you can come sit down.
The energy level has just dropped.
It's dropped. And that's from a, you know, that's because you have a team that hasn't experienced a lot of success.
Satterford. A little out of control on that one.
We thought they hit 70. Not a chance now.
Not a chance. You're right. Maggie again in the right spot in the right place at the right time. Statterford, last 3 possessions.
I mean, listen, for most of this quarter, Standiford, Wilson, then Standiford, right back to it. You know, they've taken all the shots. You got to share this basketball with other folks. You can't just keep it.
Inside to French, no good. French gets her own rebound.
Man, they're just throwing up shots, but they're up 24. That's the good news.
This might be time for a timeout to get some substitutions into the game.
If they keep it up.
Yeah.
If they keep it up, Kirtland's going to cut this thing to about 15.
Statterford again, not getting to the offense. Outside shot. Wow.
Tally's on a career high tonight. I guarantee you that's a career high.
It's a career high for threes for Tally. She's been launching them. Nice move and count the bucket. Erica Terry went behind the glass, little nice baseline move. Wilson.
Wow, that's a foul. I don't care how much this is out of control or out of reach. And to me, French has kind of lost her interest. I mean, that's what I mean about that's what I was saying earlier. Some of these things, I mean, you see folks who just show bad body language, like they don't want to be on the floor. And, hey, if you got a scholarship or if you got an opportunity to play and you need to show somebody what's going on, if there's an assistant coach, a scout, et cetera, now's not the time to be just kind of walking.
Wilson threw up one there. French comes down with the rebound. 1 minute remaining in this one.
It's been a painful ending, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the pace was pretty nice, and it's just slowed down to a crawl with a lot of sloppy play. Standiford, that's what we expect out of her right there, that driving layup. There you go. Now we're talking.
Again.
Turned it up. I knew she had a little bit of juice left.
37 seconds remaining. Stick around. Stay tuned to the Henry Ford streaming network. The men are coming up next. Turnaround jumper. And Maggie Rosebraun. The eyes are getting bad.
Well, I tell you, Jeff, I mean, they've taken the lead back up near 30 points. It's 28 after that free throw. It's an impressive win by Henry Ford, but there were some sloppy moments. Final 35 seconds.
Yeah, and there's a lane violation right there.
Yeah, you know, those are mental lapses.
Yes.
Would have been nice if Almoud Al-Shamari had gotten a chance to score a bucket. And I know Murray is in the game. Sidney Murray, another reserve. We know her from the volleyball season. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Wilson with the strong drive to the basket. Murray got her hands on it.
Now they better not shoot this ball, man.
11 seconds on the clock. Well, they're shooting.
I mean,
they didn't make it.
But that's one of those things where the unwritten rule is you don't shoot it. You're up, you got the ball. No need.
Final score 65-38. Your final thoughts on this one, Eric?